Hello, welcome back to Bookmas. Today we are doing my December TBR. We are obviously much further into December, at least you are seeing it much later than I am. Today for me it's December 3rd, and I have read a few books that I had in mind for my TBR, but today I'm only going to go over the books that I have not read yet. So first and foremost, right now I am currently reading Heather Garvin's Christmas novella. It is When the Fake Snow Falls. I am about 50% done currently, and I've been really enjoying it. It's not very long, which I think is the perfect thing about a Christmas book. They're usually on the shorter side. It is a fake dating. It is a friends to lovers though, and the characters are so good. I talk a little bit about it in my follow me in a day, which you probably have seen already. Maybe you haven't. I am also currently reading, where is it? Find me. I'm currently reading this. This has been on my TBR for a few months now. I actually did make a dent in it. I'm about 120 pages in. I binged it in like a day, the 120 pages. I just haven't gone back to it because I didn't expect this book to destroy me in like 20 chapters, but it has. It has dropped so many, it has dropped so many random like drama bombs.
Oh my god, you guys! Drama bombs!
So many like, not plot twists, but like things that really make you see the first book, the first Magnolia Parks, the original one, very differently. And so I'm a little bit shocked and I just didn't expect it. But hello, baby. Hello. Hello. Wait. And so I've been really enjoying it, but I'm also taking my time with this one. So I'm hoping to finish this in December, but there is no promises, so we'll see. For my physical TBR, I don't have that many books because a lot of them are arcs or just Christmas Kindle stories that I've like accumulated. The first one being This Will Be Fun by E.B. Asher. This is actually the pen name for Emily Wimberly and Austin Sigmund Broca. They do a lot of YA and like new adult, actually no, they do adult and YA romances. So this is their first fantasy, which is I think why they put it under a pen name. I bought this in Barnes & Noble like 2 weeks ago and I'm really excited. From the back of the book, it looks like there's going to be a second book in the series, but this cover looks so fun and I thought it was going to be YA or like new adult fantasy, but this actually was in the adult fantasy section, which I don't know if it was an accident or not. I haven't read it yet, but I was surprised. Like I said, the cover is just not very adult fantasy for me. It definitely gives me YA. So I'm excited to see what this is about and like how it leans, if this is like a romantasy leaning or if this is an epic adventure. From the back of it, it seems like it's a mix of both. So we'll see. I was not planning on reading it this year, but I've just been eyeing this book on my shelf for the last few weeks and I just feel like I really want to read it, and so this one is definitely going on my December TBR. The next book on the list, to no surprise, is Ruthless Vows. This is the second book in the Divine Rivals series. I already read the first one in November and it was a buddy read with my friend Christina, and obviously we agreed to do the second one together in December. So we're on December 3rd and she has binged the book almost in the first 3 days, which means I have a lot of catching up to do. We have a Fable like book club together, so we read it on Fable and we like, you know, put our comments as we're reading, which is always so fun to go through it because you don't spoil it for anyone else. You obviously have a chat for each chapter you read, so you could see what other people's thoughts are when they read it without spoiling it for yourself, or vice versa. I've heard mixed reviews on this one. I've heard it's not as good as the first one, which is a little upsetting because I really enjoyed the first one, but obviously I won't know until I read it. It's kind of sad because I don't know if these are the original covers with the typewriters on them. I feel like they're not. I don't know where I got these from. This one just has a quote, which is still cool, but I don't know. I think this is the Barnes & Noble edition, and then the first one I got was from Book of the Month, which also didn't have them, but I always see them online, and I'm kind of jealous because they look so beautiful with the little typewriters on their hardcovers. The final book I have for my physical like TBR was In 5 Years by Rebecca Searle. I don't know if this is actually a Christmas book, but the cover is giving me Christmas. I did read Expiration Dates by her earlier this year. I received an ARC and I really enjoyed her writing style, and it's kind of funny. So this is, I think, like the fan favorite of all of her releases, and I genuinely enjoyed Expiration Dates. I didn't think I went into it pretty blind, so maybe if I read this one first, I went into it, I might have not liked it as much. So I'm hoping actually the opposite will happen, because I read Expiration Dates and I was like, oh, I really enjoyed this. I think I'm gonna like this one even more. It says, Danny Cohen lives her life by the numbers. She is nothing like her lifelong best friend, the wild, whimsical, believe in fate Bella. Danny's meticulous planning seems to have paid off after she nails the most important job interview of her career and accepts her boyfriend's marriage proposal in one fell swoop, falling asleep completely content. But when she awakens, she's suddenly in a different apartment with a different ring on her finger beside a very different man. Danny spends exactly 1 hour, 5 years in the future, before she wakes again in her own house on the brink of midnight. And it is 1 hour she cannot shake. This is so fun. I feel like she has these really cool, whimsical, like magical elements in her fiction. It gives me Ashley Poston vibes, where it's not so heavy on the like magic aspect. It's literally more plot, and then they put this little tidbit of magic, and it's really easy to just accept, like, this is what happens, this is what's happening. So I'm excited. I'm really excited. I mean, I don't know what it's about, so I'm going into this a little bit nervous because I'm not sure if this is a happy story or a sad story. Expiration Dates, I think, was kind of a love story, but it had so many other things going on that it didn't read like a love story. It definitely read more literary fiction, so we'll see how I feel about this one. So then when it comes to the books that I want to read on my Kindle throughout the month, I have Booked for the Holidays, which is Chelsea Curto's Christmas novella. Then she also released a new Christmas novella this year, and it is called Dashing All the Way, and so I'm excited for that one. I think she said it's about 200 pages, so that's a super quick read. So it's gonna be interesting to read some of her older, so Booked for the Holidays happened before all of the other books that I've read that she's released. So I read like the Love Through a Lens, and then I read all the DC Stars books. So Booked Through the Holidays is before all of that, so I'm interested to see how her writing style has changed. It's sometimes like a risk when you go back to an author's backlog because it's not as good as like her newer stuff. And then Dashing All the Way I know I'm going to love, so I'm not even concerned for that one. Then I received 2 ARCs. I have 'Tis the Season for Secrets, and I have Snowed Under. I don't even remember off the top of my head who they're by. I think Snowed Under is Stephanie Alves's book, and I'm excited for that one because I really liked Truth or Dare by her. Or maybe 'Tis the Season for Secrets is, no, I think Snowed Under is her book. And then I don't know 'Tis the Season for Secrets, who that one is by. But I received an ARC, and I have an ARC calendar, and that's how I typically do my, oh, this is Morgan Elizabeth's book. I think. Maybe not. I'm wrong again. Let's see. Okay, so 'Tis the Season for Secret. It's Kate Callahan's book, and I read her Halloween book, her Halloween release in October, and I actually really enjoyed it as a quick holiday read, so I'm hoping that this is going to be more of the same. And then Snowed Under definitely then is Stephanie Alves's Christmas read. So I don't have that many books. I left my TBR fairly open only because I know it's really busy with the holidays. I have a lot of activities. I have to help my sister move throughout the month. I have my Christmas, what is it called? Bar crawl. Then we have Christmas parties, so on and so forth. Then there's New Year's, obviously. And so there's a lot of things that, like, while I love to read in my free time, when there's no time to do so, obviously it falls in the back burner. So we'll see how many of these I get through. Like I said, I'm almost done with When the Fake Snow Falls, and so after that I probably will move to Booked for the Holidays or Dashing All the Way, only because they're short Christmas reads and I'd rather get through those before Christmas, because the other ones I could try to like shove into that week between Christmas and New Year's. Hello! As you could hear, Luca just wants so much attention because I'm on the floor, and usually when I'm on the floor it's like time to play. But I thought that this backdrop with the Christmas tree would be so fun for Bookmas. But yeah, so this is my December TBR. If you have any like quick things that you think I could put in my TBR that I have not mentioned, I love Christmas books. I know people are they have strong opinions on whether they're worth it or not, but I love them. I think it's a fun way to get into the Christmas spirit, and I also feel like you really can't go wrong with a quick read. You can get like so much good plot in 250 pages or so, so yeah. So what are you reading in December? Let me know. And if there's any of these that you've read and you have an opinion about, please let me know as well. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.